In the heart of the frozen north, Penny the polar bear gazed at the towering peak of the magical mountain. Legends spoke of a great secret hidden at its summit. Her best friend, Oscar the owl, perched on a nearby ice-covered tree. "No one has ever made it to the top," he said. But Penny's heart was set, she had to try. With Oscar gliding above and Penny trudging through the deep snow, they began their climb. The wind howled, and the icy ground cracked beneath her paws. Each step was harder than the last, but Penny's spirit remained unshaken. One step at a time, Oscar encouraged. Their path led to a fragile ice bridge spanning a deep, misty chasm. Penny hesitated. "It looks too thin," she murmured. Oscar, light as a feather, flew across effortlessly. "Trust yourself," he called. Carefully, Penny spread her weight, taking slow, steady steps until she reached the other side. Further up, the air grew thin, and the winds began to whisper. "Turn back. You'll never make it," they hissed. Penny shook her head. "It's just the wind," she reassured herself. Oscar nodded. "Fear is only powerful if you listen to it." They pushed forward, ignoring the voices. Ahead, a near-vertical wall of ice blocked their way. Penny's claws scraped against the frozen surface as she tried to climb. She slipped, but Oscar guided her. "Find small steps, don't rush." Taking his advice, she climbed carefully, one grip at a time, until she reached the top. At the mountain's peak, an ancient snow wolf appeared, its eyes glowing like ice-blue fire. "Only those with strength, wisdom, and heart may pass," it declared. Penny stood tall, answering with confidence. "I have faced my fears, trusted my friend, and never given up." The wolf nodded and stepped aside. At last, they reached the top. But instead of treasure, they found a breathtaking view, the entire frozen world stretched beneath them. "The secret," Oscar whispered, "is that the journey made you strong." Penny smiled, understanding at last. As they descended, the wind no longer whispered doubts but sang of their victory. Penny and Oscar had conquered the mountain, not with strength alone, but with courage, trust, and wisdom. Back home, Penny gazed at the mountain one last time. "What's next?" she asked. Oscar chuckled. "The world is full of mountains, Penny." With hearts full of adventure, they knew this was only the beginning.